back, relax, and maybe get yourself a snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hey guys! So today I'm here to do a review of an audiobook that I listened to recently, and that is called Nice Dragons Finish Last, and it's by Rachel Aaron. Rachel Aaron is actually the same author who writes under the pen name Rachel Bach, and she writes the Paradox series, that science fiction series that starts with Fortune's Pawn. This is the same author, just under a different writing name. So I picked this one up kind of just because I wanted something fun and light, and a few people recommended it to me on Twitter when I asked for light, fun fantasy recommendations, and it's definitely that. It's kind of silly, it's kind of fun, it's kind of quirky, and it has a lot of great moments to it. It follows a young dragon called Julius, who is kind of the runt of his litter. He has always been the one who's been looked down upon. He's part of a very, very powerful large clan called the Heartstrikers clan. His mother is kind of feared by many people, and she has many, many different children, and so many in fact that she actually names them by letter. So she's gone through A, B, C all the way down to J, and her litter with J, Julius was the smallest. And we follow Julius as he is chucked out of the clan by his mother, who is pretty brutal, and he's left in human form in the human world, abandoned. He doesn't have any money, he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's told he's got to complete a quest in order to prove himself as not being a rubbish dragon, which is basically what everyone sees him as, because he's quite nice, he's quite kind, and he doesn't really like getting into fights. He's quite a bookish character, he's a little bit nerdy, he's a little bit shy, and he doesn't really fulfill any of the dragonish qualities that his mother and his family are looking for. So he's sent on this mission to retrieve another dragon who's gone missing, and along the way he is trying to prove his dragon qualities by being adventurous, being daring, being fearsome, all of those sorts of things. And his brother, one of his brothers, many, many brothers, is the one who's ordered him to go on this quest. He also has another brother called Justin who gets involved later on and helps him out. And we have another brother called Bob, who is a seer and can see into the future, so he's kind of giving hints to Julius as the story goes on. And it's kind of silly, like I said, it's a very silly adventure. It's kind of mad. It's set in this town where there's lots of thugs around, lots of big gangs, people doing crazy things, stealing, fighting, all of that. And he meets a human lady who is a sorcerer, and she is called Macy, and he kind of gets involved with her and hires her to help him complete this quest, but ends up befriending her, which is not a very dragonish thing to do. So together the two of them have to try and uncover the mystery surrounding this missing dragon and find out what's been going on there. However, Macy brings her own problems into the story, and she kind of mixes things up with that. And it's just kind of a rip-roaring adventure. That's what I would call it. It's kind of fun, it's fast-paced, it's an urban fantasy. I don't love urban fantasy, I find it kind of a hard genre to get into, but I've been finding more authors recently who do it well, and I think this is a series that is very fun and that I do think is quite approachable. And it's definitely not a paranormal, so there's no vampires or werewolves, it's all dragons, which is kind of cool, and sorcerers and mages and that sort of stuff. So I definitely enjoy it, and I think it was a lot of fun, and I do think that there are some great moments that made me smile and laugh. I don't think it's the best developed series I've ever seen or the best adventure I've ever seen, but I do think it's great fun, and if you're looking for that, then this is a series that is well worth starting. I ended up giving a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I do think there were some moments that it could have been better, but overall it made me laugh, it made me smile, and I enjoyed it, and I do think I'll carry on with the series, and I will probably read some of her other books soon as well, because I've heard really great things about her fantasy, and the Fortune Pawn series I've heard fantastic things about from Eleanor and various other people who've read it. So I think she's a pretty well-liked author in various genres and with her different series, and I can definitely say that she is one that I am intrigued in getting to read more from, and one that I would recommend. So 3.5 stars from me. Let me know in the comments if you've read this series, what you thought of it, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye!
Thank you for watching my video today. Go pick up a book, then come back and chat with me again.